Okay, so my mother just heard the song Things Will Be Different by the Shods.
Shods, I think I heard of them.
So you kept saying it sounded familiar.
Yeah. The voice sounded familiar. The name sounds familiar. I don't know who they are. Are they Irish? No.
No? First of all, do you think that they're
I like
famous?
the song. I like the song. I like the lyrics. I like the sound of his voice. I like the beat. I like the song. But I have no idea who the Shods are. But I heard of them. Were they in a movie? What? Why is that name? I don't know why the Shods is ringing a bell at me.
If you were to guess, would you say that they're famous or that they're an underground band or what?
Oh,
You didn't think the White Stripes would make it.
I know, don't remind me.
What do you think about these guys?
I'm going to go with I think they're famous.
Well, I think they should be. They're actually from Boston.
I like them.
Yeah, that guy, Kevin Stevenson, who wrote and sang that song, is wicked talented. He writes songs that should be famous.
Well, I agree with you, Mike, because I really liked it all the way through. Liked his voice. It had a familiar sound to it. But I thought, oh, it's the Pogs I'm thinking of.
Oh, the Pogues?
Pogues or the Pogs or whatever the Shods. I hope, yeah, they're good. So I hope they get famous like the White Stripes shouldn't have got famous.
So one funny bit of trivia is that when the singer from Weezer went to Harvard, he came here and he started a solo band, and Kevin from the Shods played in that band.
Oh.
So, but he never. Kevin's a little bit older than me and Rob, but he never got his big break. But he writes these songs that like should be on the radio.
Yeah, I like that. I really like that. The lyrics to that song, and he did them smooth, and it flowed nice, not too long. Had a good beat. He has a good voice, but it's not like opera. It's like character voice. I thought they were Irish, but they also he also had a voice that sounded familiar, so he might sing like somebody else, but I can't put my finger.
Well, I played the song for you once before, and
that's
when you told me that you thought they sounded like the Young Rascals.
I did?
Yeah.
I did pick that up today. I love the Young Rascals, which are now called the Rascals, but love them. Yeah, but I didn't pick that up this time.
Well,
see, you never know what you're going to get. But I have to say something, if it's all right, about that Elliott Smith thing. Marky played me Elliott Smith. I had no idea it was Elliott Smith, and I said what I had to say about it. And then he tells me that the guy died, and I didn't know he died, and I got all upset. I feel terrible, but the reason I'm saying that is I don't know Elliott Smith. I've heard the name because my youngest son, Pat, was in from years ago, and all I used to say all the time when Patty would put it on the CD player or whatever, that, God, that's depressing. That guy sounds depressing. Every song's depressing. And then Marky goes and tells me, that he's dead. And I'm like, since when? And I feel terrible about that. But I didn't really diss him. But
you said he sounded like Paul Simon.
Oh, there was a tinge of Paul Simon in there a little bit. Only a tinge, because Paul Simon is great. But when I heard he died, I felt terrible. I was shocked. Marky's throwing all these curveballs at me. But I think that in answer to that other song with the no vacancies and you just go to black, I think that Elliott Smith intervened and took that video that we made of him off Marky's computer. So we responded to that other song. There is an afterlife. And he came down and heard what I said. All right, that's all I had to say about that. But I like these guys. I hope Mark's right and they get famous.
Well, Kevin's got a new band now, and they sound the same, but he broke up the Shods after like 10 or 15 years.
Oh, he gave up on the Shods.
Well, he just has a new name now. But
what is the new name?
They're called the Unholy Trio, and we're going to play with them on Thanksgiving Eve. But they sound...
Oh, where?
TT's. They sound just as good as these guys. So they clearly, I mean, the other guys in the band were all talented. When we did some shows with the Bosstones, the Shods played, and they would be like, there were 5 of them on stage. So there's a drummer, 2 guitar players, a bass player, and a keyboard player, and all 5 of them are harmonizing live perfectly like you hear on the CD. They were unbelievable. But,
yeah, I took a liking. It's not often you hear a song and you instantly take a liking. I took a liking right to that.
Cool. All right, we'll go to the next one.